Craving cozy comfort food but don't want to wreck your progress? This high-protein Beefy Baked Ziti tastes like your favorite Italian takeout, but it's macro-friendly, family-approved, and perfect for busy nights. Hey Fit Foodies, I'm Kristen Blumetti, macro-friendly recipe chef and one half of the Fit Foodie Chicks. This is Fit Foodie Kitchen, and around here we keep meal prep simple with easy-to-make recipes that anyone can handle. And trust me, if my business partner Jackie, who hates to cook and calls herself a self-proclaimed dummy in the kitchen, can make these recipes, so can you. Before we dive in, don't forget to grab our free Ultimate 10 ebook with our top 10 viral recipes that broke the internet at fitfoodiechicks.com/ebook. And if you want full access to over 250 monthly meal planning recipes inside our FFC app, plus a one-time free custom macro calculation and our fat loss formula guide, head to fitfoodiechicks.com/food. Now let's cook. Okay, it's Monday night and my husband and I were gifted last-minute tickets to the Maroon 5 concert. So that's why I'm dressed up. I don't typically dress up to cook dinner, but I've got to get a quick dinner ready so that as soon as my husband gets home, we can eat and we can go to the concert. I'm so excited. Thank you, Sarah. Okay, the first thing we're gonna do is preheat the oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. Then we're gonna lightly spray a baking dish with cooking spray. And just set that aside. Now you're gonna bring a large pot of water to boil, and you wanna salt the water quite a bit. The salt in the water is actually gonna flavor the pasta while it cooks. So we'll bring this to a boil and then we'll cook the pasta. While we are waiting for the water to boil, we can start browning our ground beef in a skillet. So you're gonna add your ground beef and diced onions straight to the pan and cook that together, breaking it up into crumbles as it cooks until the meat is cooked through and the onions are soft. All right, to the meat and the onions, we're going to add garlic. Now, usually I press fresh garlic, but I don't have any today, so we're gonna go with garlic paste. And you want 1 to 2 cloves worth, which is 1 to 2 squirts. Okay, then we're gonna add 1.5 cups of low sugar marinara sauce. I love Rao's marinara sauce. You can find that where you are. It is the best. We're gonna add salt, Italian seasoning, and ground black pepper. And we just combine all of this together. And this just makes a nice, thick, meaty sauce. So we can turn that off and take it off the heat. Now the water is boiling, so we're gonna cook the pasta. Dump that right in. I like to give it a little zhuzh so it doesn't stick together. And then we will let that cook according to the package directions, which my pasta cooks for 11 minutes. Okay, now we're gonna make the creamy cheesy layer that's gonna go between the meaty pasta. So we're using fat-free cottage cheese, non-fat plain Greek yogurt. My husband calls me the spatula queen because usually when I make a recipe, I use every single spatula. So today, here's proof that I rinsed this one off and I'm using it again. Okay, so if your Greek yogurt separates and gets that liquidy layer on the top, here's the tip. Smooth it out so that the top is flat and smooth, and it won't do that. Okay, we're gonna add 1/4 cup of grated Parmesan cheese. And again, as always, yes, I know fresh grated cheese is always gonna taste better, but on a busy Monday night when I just have to get dinner on the table, we're taking the shortcut. I definitely run the risk of accidentally adding too much when I do it this way. Probably should measure it in another container first, but I like to live on the edge. See how close I can get it. Yeah, we went over a little bit. A little extra cheese. Now, if you're tracking your macros accurately, you wanna make sure you weigh and measure all your ingredients accurately. But I'm in a hurry tonight, and it's only a couple grams off. Not a big deal. And we're gonna add garlic powder to this as well. Okay, so we're just gonna stir this together until it's all combined. So in a traditional Italian baked ziti with a creamy cheese layer like this, you would probably use ricotta cheese. But by using that fat-free cottage cheese, we really lower the calories, we boost the protein, and that's what I'm all about. Just doing simple, smart swaps in traditional recipes that aren't gonna change the flavor that much, so you can still enjoy your favorite comfort foods, but without any of the guilt. And sure, you could have the regular version as well, but if you're trying to fit it into a plan where you're tracking your calories and your protein, and you're trying to hit those goals, typically you'll just be able to eat less of that and you could eat more of this. And we're all about eating big plates of food around here. Okay, that's pretty good. We're about ready to put it all together. All right, the pasta is just about al dente. So you just want to drain this off. Now you're going to add that pasta straight into the meat sauce and stir to combine. Just get that pasta mixed in with all the meat and sauce. Oh, it smells so good. See if I can do this without any pastas going overboard. Usually I cannot. Okay, that's pretty good, and I did it. No pastas overboard. Okay, now we're gonna layer in our baking dish. You're gonna put half of the pasta meat mixture in first. Doesn't have to be precise. Oh, now I got one overboard. Spread that around. Then you're going to add your creamy cheesy layer. Just kind of plop it all over. Okay, and then you just wanna kind of spread that around so it's evenly dispersed. It doesn't have to be pretty because we're gonna cover it up with the rest of the pasta anyway. Just get it all over there. So there's cheese throughout the whole thing. All right, now we're gonna top that with the rest of the pasta and the meat mixture. Okay, then just spread this all over the top of the cheese layer. Looks so good already, and I haven't even added the final layer of cheese. And that's the last thing. We're gonna top it with mozzarella cheese. All over. Now this specific recipe is part of our monthly meal plan recipe subscription. This recipe will be coming out in November's release. Every single month for our subscribers, we release 15 new macro-friendly recipes that are family-friendly, picky kid approved, also macro-friendly, and preloaded into MyFitnessPal for easy tracking if that's what you're doing. Okay, now we're gonna bake this uncovered for 20 to 25 minutes until it's heated through and all the cheese is melted and bubbly. Doesn't that look so good? This Beefy Baked Ziti recipe is exclusive to our monthly meal plan subscription, which includes over 250 macro-friendly recipes and 15 new ones added every single month. You'll also get our full meal planning guide, access to the FFC app, and a free custom macro calculation with our fat loss formula guide. Just head to fitfoodiechicks.com/food. Want this recipe and over 250 more just like it? Grab them all in our app with the monthly meal plan recipe subscription at fitfoodiechicks.com/food. And don't forget to grab your free Ultimate 10 ebook with our top 10 viral breakfast, lunch, treat, and snack recipes that broke the internet. Get it at fitfoodiechicks.com/ebook or in the link in our bio or the description of this video. Now let's eat. There's so much cheese on top. I've got to like cut through the cheese to get my bite. That is so good.